Welcome back to the channel. Today we're breaking down how Trump's new tax law, officially signed on July 4th, 2025, and proudly named the Big Beautiful Bill, is putting serious money back in truckers' pockets. If you are an owner-operator bringing in, let's say, $250,000 a year, this isn't just good news. It's real money, and I'm going to show you how much. I'm not talking about campaign promises anymore. This is law. I'm going to do the math side by side for both self-employed and S-Corp setups. So if you've ever wondered whether it's worth switching structures or just want to know how this bill affects you, let's hit the road and break it down. Let's start with the basics. Let's say you're grossing $250,000 a year. After fuel, maintenance, insurance, repair, and other business expenses, you're left with about $175,000 in net income. If you're self-employed, you pay both income tax and self-employment tax on that full amount. Before this law passed, your self-employment tax was about $27,000 a year, and you'd owe around $30,000 in federal income taxes, for a total of over $56,000 in taxes before state taxes even hit. But thanks to Trump's big beautiful bill, that just changed big time. The new law brings following: lower federal income tax brackets, a bigger standard deduction for self-employed truckers, 100% write-offs for equipment like trucks and trailers, relief on self-employment taxes, and no new fuel taxes on green compliance costs. Let's say your federal tax rate just dropped from 24% down to around 15 to 18%. That alone could save you between $9,000 and $12,000. With increased self-employment tax deductions or credits, that's another $3,000 to $5,000 saved. Fuel and regulation relief, add another $1,500 to $2,500. But there's the big one. If you buy a truck or a trailer, you can deduct the full cost up front instead of depreciating it over several years. So if you buy a $70,000 truck, you might save up to $15,000 in taxes this year alone. Put it all together and you're looking at $23,000 to nearly $40,000 in total tax savings as a self-employed owner-operator under this new law. Now let's shift the gears to the S-corporation structure. If you are set up as an S-corp, you split your income between salary and owner's draw. Let's say you pay yourself a $75,000 salary and take the remaining $100,000 as a distribution. You only pay payroll tax on your salary, and that's about $11,500. Then you owe around $30,000 in income tax, plus maybe $1,500 in CPA or payroll service fees. So before this bill, your total tax burden as an S-Corp was around $43,000, already $13,000 lower than if you were self-employed. Now apply the big beautiful bill. Income tax drops, that saves you another $9,000 to $12,000. Slight payroll tax relief, save $1,000 to $1,500. Buy that same $70,000 truck, deduct it instantly, another $15,000 in savings. Fuel and regulation rollbacks, another $1,500 to $2,500. Under the new law, your total tax savings as an S-Corp could hit $22,000 to $36,000. And let's look at this side by side. If you stay self-employed, you could save up to $39,500. If you're an S-Corp, your savings could hit $36,000. Either way, you're keeping way more of your money. So who wins? The S-Corp structure is still probably the most tax efficient long-term, especially if you want to minimize payroll taxes and scale your business. But under this new law, the gap closes, especially if you're investing in equipment like trucks or trailers. Bottom line, Trump's big beautiful bill just put tens of thousands of dollars back in the pockets of hardworking truckers. And if you're grossing $250,000 or more, now is the time to sit down with a CPA and ask about switching to an S-Corp or how to maximize your savings if you already have one. Because I'm not a CPA, so, be mindful on that. And if you are already set up, start planning your big purchases now. That new reefer, that upgraded sleeper, you could write it off completely in year one. And I would say here's a quick to-do list. Review your structure with a tax pro or CPA. Track your equipment needs for full expensing. Take advantage of new standard deductions. And guys, if this helped you understand how Trump's big beautiful bill is changing the game for truckers, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with your crew. Stay loaded, stay legal, and keep more of what you earn. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.